All right, let's do a little bit of contour, highlight, create some definition on our face. If you're like me and you really want your cheekbones to pop, you really want to feel like you're like pow pow, this is a super simple process. I'm gonna walk you step by step how to do it. So first things first, we're gonna go in with our bronzer. I love the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is in shade Caramel. It's a medium base color. It does come with a cool little brush, but anything that's gonna be kind of a thinner, angled, fluffy brush is gonna be good. We're just gonna kind of tap it in. Now, the key thing is a lot of times when you see people contour, they're gonna go right in here, right? You don't wanna go in where your actual cheekbone is because that's gonna bring your face down. You wanna get that facelift look. So we're actually gonna go right above our cheekbone and blend upwards, okay? So we're gonna start closest to our ear because we want the most product up high, and we're gonna kind of blend down. You don't wanna go all the way to your cheekbones, just kind of like to where the edge of your eye is. Now, one of my favorite reasons about using like a powder for contour is that you can really build it. So if you want more of like a defined line, you can really accentuate that. If you want more of a subtle line, you can definitely accentuate that. Now you can see we're going like right above and kind of just blending it up. This is gonna really give you that look, which is kind of the whole point of contouring. Okay, now I don't, like some people don't like the shape of their forehead, so they use contouring to kind of change that. I just like to use it more of like a sun-kissed kind of look. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of like a circular motion right up here on both sides, just a little bit, and then kind of brush it through straight. So you can kind of see circular, and then kind of brush it down. I'm gonna leave this part open, and the big reason is because we're gonna highlight this part of our eye. We really want to use that as the way to like open our eyes, and if you are using the bronzer, it can kind of bring your eyes. The last thing we're gonna do is define our jawline. We're gonna just take this and go right under our jaw and up next to our ear, kind of here, and then same. Now, of course, you can use a cream bronzer to definitely add some definition. I like to do cream underneath the powder when I really want it to be more of a defined look. And then I even like to blend it down into my neck. That's just my own personal. Now, of course, you can contour your lips, you can contour your nose, you can do all kinds of contouring, but we are doing a very simple contour look today, so I'm gonna finish it with that. Now we're gonna do our highlight. I like to use my Tarte Shape Tape as my concealer slash highlighter. Use any type of concealer you want, but regardless, it's kind of the same idea. So we're gonna take our Tarte and we're gonna add a little bit of concealer to the places that we want to highlight when we're getting photographs. That's typically, this is also gonna be great for your under eyes to kind of brighten them up. As you know, I have dark circles under my eyes, so I do add in a peach color corrector under my eyes, which I already have on, and then I'm gonna go in with my concealer. So there's a couple different techniques you can use. I'm over 30, and because I do have dark circles, I don't try to put a ton of product under my eyes. So I'm gonna do a dot here, a little dot in here, and then I do a dot here, or a line. Now, I definitely recommend letting the product sit for a minute or two, and then you're gonna use a damp beauty blender. These are the Junonko beauty blenders. They're like $6. I love them. They're like a velvet microfiber materials. They don't eat a lot of your product, and they're really good because they don't hold a lot of bacteria. So love this company, love these beauty blenders. So first, I'm gonna start with the product I did first, which is gonna be like my chin, and we're just gonna blend it under my nose just because I get redness up there, but you don't necessarily need to. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on the tip of my nose and onto the bridge. And again, this is all preference. Like, you don't necessarily need to highlight these areas. I just think that they look the best when I take photos and kind of accentuate the things that I want to accentuate. Okay, and the biggest thing is you just want to blend, 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 blend until you don't have any lines or marks anymore. This one's set really good. I'm gonna have to go back in at that. Okay, now we're gonna do our jawline. And again, you don't necessarily need to do your jawline. I just think it gives a great accentuation to the bronzer and a little more definition. But this is truly a bonus, not a necessity on highlighting. Okay, and then I like to do up here. Again, bonus, not necessity, but look. So that's why I like to like kind of accentuate those areas. Now, this is a newer technique I've been trying out and I really, really love. So for those of you that who are maybe a little bit older or feel like you get like really bad cakiness under your eyes, this is a technique I saw from a makeup artist that I've been trying, and I really like the look of it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a very like stippled, is that the phrasing, stippled? I call them a kabuki or flat-headed brush, and you're just gonna put product right in that corner and then use this brush to kind of just blend it out. It's going to, most of the darkness for under my eyes is right in this middle corner, right? So it's gonna brighten that up the most, and then I can kind of bring it out, but it's not gonna add a ton of product under my eyes. It's gonna go on well, and it's gonna add that extra highlight that I'm kind of looking for. So you can kind of see the difference. So we're gonna go in and do this one too. Now you can see it's made such a world of difference, like the brightening, right? Okay, so now the last step is I'm gonna set my concealer with a little bit of setting powder. This is the Too Faced Born This Way. I'm trying out some new ones so I can give you guys a really great recommendation, but we're just gonna use just a tiny bit on our brush and put it in all the places that we put the concealer. This is just setting it so it's not coming off. And these are the areas that tend to be the T-zone where people sweat the most. So it's kind of just letting that sit into the skin. I'm gonna let that sit for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna finish up this look. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of blush, a little bit of true highlight, some glitter, and then I'll show you guys the final look.